Jaeger, huh?
You and he were in the same position, but took entirely different paths in life.
Yeah, one of us stayed with the Knights, and the other became a guild chief. Both of us ended up spineless men that did whatever we were told. I was only with the Don because I was ordered to be there.
Is that true?
I was sent in undercover to spy on the Union. The Don caught on, of course, but he let the whole thing slide.
He was like, if you're after my head, then try me anytime.
Yeah, Patty, that sums it up nicely. There's no hiding from you.
And your pride kept you beholden to the Union as well.
Exactly. I was leading a double life. I'm a mess of a man, I'll say.
Perhaps if Jaeger met up with the Dawn, his course might have changed as well.
Good work. Yeah, get some rest. You did well.
Who are you talking to, Carol?
Ah!
Don't startle me like that!
I'm sorry. Did you hear that just now?
Yeah, we heard it. You talked to your sword?
It cuts better when I do that. Actually, we just won this battle because I gave my sword lots of encouragement before.
Really?
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, that was unexpected. What? Nothing. Thank you for all the work you do. We can't wait to see how well you perform next time.
It must be tough having such an unreliable owner. You're the only one we can count on.
Good luck next time.
Wow, thanks, guys! I'll bet my attack power will double in the next battle.
Don't get carried away!
Huh?
Is something wrong?
This looks just like... Could it be?
Oh, what's that?
This is the Maristella.
That's the Maristella? The treasure that you've been searching for?
What? Seriously? I never imagined we'd find it in a place like this.
I've been searching for it for so long, and now I finally found it.
Well, what are you gonna do next? Weren't you gonna use that as a clue to find your grandpa?
But now's not the time.
Wait, but wasn't Ifrey the one who hid the Maristella?
Now's hardly the time to be excited over some treasure.
We need to hurry up and beat that scallywag Alexei to a pulp.
With all the henchmen he's got, why would Jaeger come alone?
Well, he did have his two lady friends with him.
Though they didn't attack us.
Who knows? Maybe he thought dying would be the easiest way to solve his problems.
What do you mean?
I'm not too sure myself.
Guess there's no looking back now.
We're taking Alexei down. It's that simple.
We can't let the world become any more chaotic than it already is.
It's up to us to stop him.
Everything we've done is for this moment.
Every one of us is ready for whatever may happen. Let's do this!
That reminds me. You said something about finding a treasure earlier. What was it?
It's the Maristella. Having it in my hands really hoists my honor among pirates.
Ruth's honor. Is it really that special? That little thing?
It's not only small. If I have an itch on my head, I can use it to scratch it.
You can?
And if I polish it enough, I can use it as a mirror and find any food stuck on my face.
That too?
And if I whirl it around just so, it becomes a deadly weapon.
And even that? Wait, what am I saying? Why do I always get caught up in your spell, Patty?
Merely one of the powers of this symbol.
Really?
You'll fall for anything, won't you?
That's far enough. We'll never let you through.
The Royal Guard! Then Alexei must be just up ahead.
He's gotta be. All right, guys, let's do this. Keep your eyes on my sword.
Come on, take this! Come around! Come away!
Willpower the time, soldier! Come, oh Silverlight!
That hurt.
Stay cautious.
Come here!
Revolving circle.
Oh, divine
Take
soul!
this! All my heart! Running through! That's no way! That's no way! Come on, Wind! Knock him around and cut him down! Which way? No way! Soul and rage, oh my.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Captain, are you all right?
Sodia, Witcher, were you able to withstand Zod's attacks?
The ships are anchored at a distance. We're the advance party. Those who came after us have divided into small groups and are proceeding with the landing.
You're being cautious.
That's smart. If you came in force and got caught, that'd be the end of that.
From here on, this is our duty. You need to withdraw.
Perky as ever, aren't you? Sorry, but we're gonna ignore you on that one.
If we did that, everything we've done up until now would be for nothing.
I think we should cooperate, but that's just me.
We've all come to defeat Alexei after all.
She's right. We're all here to bring Alexei down.
Well, and save the world in the process, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay then, let's all play nice and go pound this guy.
Well, well. Everyone's here. Welcome to the very depths of the ocean.
It's over, Alexei. Don't add to your crimes any further.
Ah, Princess Esteles. How nice to see you up and about. Which tells me Jaeger was useless.
He's dead.
I thought surely he'd come through in the end, but oh, how I was mistaken.
Is toying with the destinies of others how you have your fun?
Alexei, what happened to the ideals you held? What changed?
Flynn, are you still saying things like that?
Nothing has changed except my methods. Absolute power is all that can revive this rotting, stagnant empire. Indeed, the world.
And just how many lives do you plan to sacrifice to acquire it?
No true reformation could occur so long as I followed the means presented by the Empire. You should understand this well.
Whoa, whoa. Don't tell me you're actually listening to this drivel.
Nonsense! It's all nonsense! Every word out of his mouth is a lie!
Why have you taken such a hurtful path? Someone of your stature could have found another way.
At times, dreamers must suffer being branded as criminals, but I'll suffer such burdens gladly. I promise to free this world from the Entelachea, from the air, and from this pitiful empire. This world shall be reborn.
I don't give a damn what you're doing this for, but you're making a lot of people cry. And that's enough of a reason to take you down!
There's no turning back now.
How tedious. If you'll excuse me, I'm a very busy man.
He's getting away!
No, he isn't!
Everyone, jump!
Hey, boss. So you really want to go through with this?
Must I put up with such questions, even from you? None of you, none, thinks the Empire is in the right.
The ends don't always justify the means, boss. These kids taught me that.
I could never agree with your way of doing things. A way that is filled with pain. If you truly have no intention of changing your ways, then
The guilds and the Empire both have good points. You can't just wipe them out and start over.
Using force will surely breed resentment and contempt. You do know that, don't you?
There's no guarantee the world you'd make would be any better than this one.
I didn't place my trust in you so you could force your ideas on the entire world. If realizing your vision requires destruction, then I have no choice but to end you here and now.
All the booty in the world couldn't make me sign on as part of your twisted dream.
Nobody's gonna buy what a bastard like you says.
I see my explanations are wasted on you. The small-minded always fear change. However, all the air in the world is now in my grasp. You have no hope of victory.
Yeah, right. You're still trying to figure out the formula for this place.
What? Rita, what do you mean?
This guy still hasn't completely unlocked Zaude's controls.
Is he just buying time?
Ah yes, Rita Mordio. How very careless of me.
Are you serious? And you think you can change the world? Don't make me laugh.
How very right you are. Very well, then this will be one more trial along my path to my rightful place as ruler. You will be the first sacrifice made for the new world's dawn. Come!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I thought he didn't have all of Zaude's power yet.
He doesn't, but he may have enough.
He's betting the world on this. He's got to pull out all the stops. Let's go!
This world will be reborn. Do not interfere.
Nobody gives a damn about whatever world you want.
You're a fool to cross swords with me.
Damn, he may be crazy, but he still fights like a commandant.
I'll defeat you and punish myself for trusting you.
You are foolish to rebel against your destiny.
I've chosen my own destiny. To fight you.
If you believe your milquetoast ideas can bring lasting change to the world,
I swore to my friends that we would try.
not a single one of you could best me.
You've chosen the wrong path.
We finish this now.
Oh, Divine Spear, run my enemy through.
My judgment upon the evil.
Oh, Divine Spear, run my enemy through. Always the evil before me.
Fly, holy sword!
I'm not done.
Brilliant cataclysm!
Help me out here. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us fire, wavering darkness.
finished.
I think that's enough for now.
Now the law will give you your due punishment.
Face judgment and pay for your crimes, Alexei.
You...
It's over, Alexei.
Is this the top of Zaude?
Is that the core? It's so big.
You continued the analysis this whole time?
We will witness together the might of Zaude.
No!
You fool!
Yuri, look out! Ah!
Flynn!
Captain!
So the sword turned against me after all. But behold.
What the hell is that?
I've seen that somewhere before.
That. It was on the mural.
The catastrophe?
It's the Autophagos!
That is the power of Zaude? No, but I thought... This cannot be.
The Autophagos. Did you use that much air?
No. This catastrophe has always waited there.
What do you mean? The Autophagos was never eliminated. It was just sealed off far from sight.
Yes, and now it has returned to spread the ruin it once rained down upon the ancients. And to think, I caused it all! The ultimate irony!
You mean Zaude had been holding it back this entire time?
Look out!
We were never more than worms writhing before an approaching storm.
The time has come, our death draws near. No one can escape its doom!
Shut up already, you bastard!
It seems in the end that I was the greatest fool of all.
I'm sure that he's over there somewhere.
The Autophagos disappeared into the void. Yeah, well, guess they didn't really say they destroyed that thing. They just went off and left this piece of crap remnant behind. Flynn? My room. Why? Didn't think she hated me this much. Oh. Huh? The child of the full moon. The leaders of the ancients possessed an innate power, and were called the children of the full moon. The shrine of Zaude received their lives and power. It sealed the Autophagos away, saving the world.
You have awakened.
Duke, so it was you who saved me.
I couldn't afford to have this sword lost to the sea forever.
Okay, I still owe you my thanks. So the Shrine of Zaude was powered by the lives of the children of the full moon?
Humans brought forth the Autophagos and led it. Consider it atonement. The few remaining children of the full moon, together with the Entelecheia, decided on how the world would be. The imperial family are their descendants.
So that's how the Empire started. And that's why that sword, the key to Zaude, will prove a true emperor.
As long as air is used, no one can oppose the Autophagos. For it is born of air itself.
You wanted to stop the Autophagos, too. That's why you were going around calming all the air Krene, right?
Correct.
Why didn't you ask for help from the Empire or the guilds? You could have stopped Alexei if you'd done that.
I have aligned myself with the Entelecheia. I have no intention of coexisting with humanity. What's more, the masses of humanity will never come to any accord.
So, what are you trying to do? The Autophagos was too much, even for that ancient civilization.
There is a way.
You say you despise humanity, but what about us? Aren't we human? Why did you give me De Nomos? Why did you cooperate?
You were the only ones who even attempted to communicate with the Entelecheia. That is why. Never mind, it is done.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
I will protect our world, our Terca Lumares.
Hold on! Oh, damn it! Huh?
What's wrong?
Yuri?
Estelle? Repeat?
Yuri!
Ouch! Hey, hold on a sec.
Yuri! It's really you, right? You're not a ghost or something. Oh good, you have a shadow.
Yeah, I'm living. And yeah, that hurts.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy. Repeat just rushed out all of a sudden. I was so surprised.
Thanks. I'm fine now.
Is that wound from When you fell from Zaude?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess so.
I can't tell you how happy I am.
Sorry to make you worry.
I want to go tell everyone. They'll be so happy.
What's everybody doing?
Rita went to Zaude with Judith. She said there was a lot to study, being ancient ruins and all.
That's Rita.
Patty's helping out with repairs on the Fiertia too. Carol and Raven went back to Dawngrest. It seems that relations between the Empire and the guilds are worsening again.
Oh, they're still like that?
Supposedly it's because of Zaude. They went to make sure the guilds didn't do anything rash.
First Heracles, then that. Guild or not, people are gonna be on guard.
It's troubling Yoder as well. And Flynn is being Flynn and going off to all corners of the world.
Everyone's working hard.
They thought they should do what they can, even without you.
Yeah.
Because we knew. We knew you were alive. Even Flynn took ships out to look for you so many times.
I'm so sorry. But thanks to you, I'm all fixed up.
You should still rest today. Rita, Carol, they can all wait a little longer to see you.
As you wish. Estelle, Rapide, sorry to worry you.
We were stuck on top of Zaude. We couldn't get down. But Flynn and all the rest of the knights managed to help us.
Huh. Sounds like everyone had a pretty rough time.
But we're all safe now. All of us. I'm so happy.
The air crisis, Duke, the Autophagos. We still got a mountain of problems to deal with. Alexei unleashed something terrible. I'm tired of all this freeing the world nonsense.
Just what is the Autophagos?
Who knows? A catastrophe. It can't be anything good. Guess I get to fight a big one this time.
It certainly is. So, you're going after it?
It doesn't look like I'll have a normal life if I don't.
A normal life. For everyone. That's why we fight.
Yeah, that's enough, right?
Yes, it is.
I thought I heard a familiar voice. Oh, it's really you!
Thanks, everybody!
Don't go taking that young lady around everywhere. She must be tired.
What do you mean? Estelle, were you using your power?
She fixed up every wounded person who came back. We're all in her debt.
If there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
Nice to see the lower quarters back to normal.
It'd be perfect if only that thing in the sky weren't there.
Don't worry. Leave it to brave Vesperia.
There you go again. And just how are you gonna close up that hole in the sky?
Hey, if anyone can do it, Yuri can.
Yeah, he never makes promises he can't keep.
That's far enough.
Now you, what do you want?
I say, take a look at this.
Huh? A warrant? For me?
Just Yuri?
I say a knight's duty is to apprehend the unlawful.
So I'm the only one with a bounty on my head? Nobody else?
That has nothing to do with the matter at hand!
We have a proposal. Return to the knights, and this all goes away.
What?
Someone high up is making a fuss about leaving you to do as you please. So?
You'd feel better putting the reins on me.
Now you've got the idea.
Hey, Chuan!
What? Where?
Wait!
So long, everyone!
Take care!
Just as I thought. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's go! Arrest that man!
This hill's pretty brutal.
Those knights are amazing.
They are tenacious.
Whoa, Patty. Where did you come from?
Yuri! Thank the Seven Seas! I knew you were still alive!
Yep, still kicking. Somehow.
Oh!
Huh?
Hey, Judith!
Estelle, I just came to get you.
Where's Rita?
Rita's in Ospio putting together all of her research. You'll come too, right?
Yeah, if you don't mind me catching a ride.
Then let's go.
Sorry to make you worry, Judy.
My heart was about to burst from worrying so much.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I really mean it.
Wait!
Not again. Just once. Just once I want to take it easy when I leave someplace. Goodbye, knights.
Get back here!
Seeing the Autophagos just there in the sky, it's horrible.
Yeah. To think that catastrophe from the legend was hidden up there all along. It's creepy.
It just showed up in the sky out of nowhere. All the people must be so worried.
I'd rather see what we're up against than let it grow out of control somewhere hidden away.
Your spirit is amazing, Judith.
It might be a good thing to have the danger right out in front of us, though. It'll bring together people who'd never get along otherwise.
True. When you can no longer deny the Autophagos exists, all that's left is to face it.
You're right.
I'm really glad to see you're still breathing, Yuri.
Sorry that I made you look for so long.
Well, it wasn't my first treasure hunt, was it?
Estelle was the first one who found him, though.
Right. So alas, we were delayed.
Are you really treating me like some pretty bauble to be picked up?
You're the treasure I've always been looking for.
Oh, now that's true on multiple levels.
No special meaning. I mean what I said.
Indeed. You are all treasures to me.
And now we're off on another treasure hunt?
Exactly.
We'll have to be quick and be sure nobody gets to our loot before us.
Aye! How did Yuri survive falling from a height like that?
He was over the sea. Maybe someone fished him out.
I took the Fiertia everywhere to look for him, but he never turned up anywhere. Maybe he drifted ashore somewhere?
Well, he is Yuri.
Right. As long as he is safe, that's enough.
Aye!
Eureka! Oh, Rita! Yuri is...
We're more invisible to her than a camouflaged cuttlefish.
It seems like she's blind to everything but her research right now.
I can't really blame the people here for treating her like such a weirdo.
She looked so happy. She must have discovered something.
I hope so. Let's go and see.
We should be able to calculate the force field stability coefficient. So...
Rita?
We can make a key formula. Efficiency is okay. Making a stable, non-dispersing piece should be...
Hey, Rita!
What? Don't bother me! Huh? Oh, it's you. How did you get into... Wait, you're...
Hi.
Where the hell were you? I looked all over for you, you know.
Sorry about that.
Well, whatever. I don't have time to argue about that. I have something very important to talk to Estelle about.
To Estelle?
I may have found a way to control the behavior of air.
Really? That's great, Rita!
I learned lots of things when I investigated Zaude, like how we might be able to apply the techniques used there. However...
That is related to Estelle's power as a child of the full moon?
We need to interact with the air to make it recombine freely according to a formula. This is something only Estelle can do.
If only I hadn't given Dane Nomos back.
Did you meet Duke?
Yeah, he saved me. Well, he said it was so he could recover the sword.
That sword's different from the Child of the Full Moon. I doubt it could be a substitute.
But that control formula you used on Estelle, that was to control the power of the Child of the Full Moon, wasn't it?
Yeah. So if we're going to control the air with this theory, we have to release the control formula on Estelle.
So, if everything goes right, we control the air. But if we screw up, the air will get even worse and the world will fall to the Autophagos. Is that about right?
That's quite a bold plan.
Aye, it's a plan as bold as jellyfish stuck in shallow waters.
Sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. Estelle, believe me. Lend me your power.
Are you scared?
No, I'm happy. I might still be able to use my power to help others. Rita, please let me know if there's anything I can do.
So what exactly do we need to do?
Well, I'm not completely finished working everything out. Give me a little more time.
Okay, we'll go see Carol and Raven while you figure things out.
Great! I'll go too. I've got all the materials I need in my head. I'll let you know when I work it all out.
All right, me hearties! Let's get going!
Ooh, if he was safe, the least he could have done is let us know. That idiot.
Yeah, if we'd known he was okay, we wouldn't have wasted all this time looking for him.
But we wouldn't have known he was all right if we hadn't looked.
Which is why he should have let us know in the first place. I mean, we looked all over.
We'd be too worried about him if we hadn't.
You were really worried, weren't you, Rita?
What?
Thank goodness you're safe, Fury.
Yes, I'm so glad. And just look how happy Rita is.
Are you happy?
Damn it! Why did I have to do it?
That was the Dawn's grandson, Harry, right?
Oh! Yuri! I can't believe you! You should have told me you were alive!
Sorry for worrying you. But I'm back.
Well, aren't you tough? That's my boy.
Hey, I said Yuri was my boy first.
I ain't handing him over to you, Patty darling.
If you're both done messing around... We just saw Harry. Did something happen to him?
There's been just a teensy bit of trouble. The Union's kind of a ship without a captain right now.
So the people won't come together unless there's some kind of core.
Core! That's it!
What's it?
I've got it! Apatheia! It'll work if I use Apatheia! So even if the air stability coefficient keeps changing, if I connect one of those...
Hold on, forget the explanation. We wouldn't understand it anyway.
Oh, okay. The Apatheia we gave to the Dawn should still be around, right?
That was Belius's Apatheia, the Cyanociel.
Rita's found a way to control air.
Really? Cool!
Do you know what happened to the Cyanociel after the Dawn died?
Nope.
What about Harry? Shouldn't he know, being the Dawn's grandson and all?
Good timing, too. I was just about to take him back. Go to the Union headquarters. We'll be back there soon.
The atmosphere is kind of strange.
Yeah, the Union is falling apart.
Because nobody wants to step in to take the Don's place. And the Don's air ain't quite up to it. Come on, don't hang back now.
I was the one who led Grandpa to his death. Someone like me could never become a man like the Don was.
Nobody's saying you gotta become a man like the Don was. We're just saying you should at least show up to the succession meetings.
Hey, do you have the Don's Apatheia? We'd appreciate it if you could give it to us.
Wow, that was quite a fastball, Rita.
That Apatheia belongs to whoever succeeds the Don. It's not given to outsiders.
What? Well, when will they choose a successor?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Well then, who should we ask?
That boy's a real piece of work. Who's gonna protect the city if the Union isn't?
What? That would be our guild, of course.
Talking of whose guild? I know that you sent in your Clouds of Dawn members to Zod.
The Union has never been outstripped by the Empire. We cannot sit here and risk falling behind.
I say it was imprudent. It could have been taken as the Union's hostile act against the Empire.
In that case, we would defend our honor on the battlefield.
And who will be leading the battle? The Clouds of Dawn? If the Dawn got wind of that, he'd burst out laughing.
So why don't you boys in Altos throw your hat in the ring? Maybe then we'd see just how unpopular you really are.
This is ridiculous. Continue as you please till the world comes to an end. But don't bring up a war between the guilds. This isn't a joke.
Hey, I've got a great idea. Let's just set a bit of driftwood in the Dawn's chair. A hard existence being worn down by the waves lends it the exact same air of dignity.
My, how ingenious.
Yeah, you just keep talking.
It's all right to be helped by your friends. Protect your friends and they'll respond in kind. That was the last thing that the Dawn said to me.
Carol.
What? Who's this kid?
I can't do anything by myself, but I have my friends. Because my friends are there for me, I can do anything. They're still there for me, even now. Why isn't that good enough for the Union?
The boy is right. The best thing that the guilds ever had was their ability to help each other. There is always a way to deal with things, even if you aren't some great big leader.
The Don told you that from now on, you have to walk with your own feet. You know how to walk on your own feet, don't you?
You make it sound so easy, but actually...
Let's go. I'm gonna get sick if I have to stay here any longer.
Hey, you, wait up! What about the Apatheia?
If you've got enough spare time to be hanging around those idiots, you'd be better off using it to think of another plan.
Another plan? It's not that easy.
You'll be able to come up with something if you just don't sleep for 3 days.
Why is it on me?
Here.
Are you giving this to us?
No, this is going to be stolen.
What do you mean?
I owe you one.
Get a move on before the others realize it's gone.
To what do we owe this generosity?
I don't know. Maybe it just left a bad feeling in my stomach to get lectured by a kid like that.
Maybe there's some hope for that boy after all.
So, now that we've gotten the Apatheia, what's next?
Next up, we're going to the Zofair Rift. I'm going to use the unactivated air crene that's there.
The Rift? We're going someplace cold again? Mind if old Raven waits here?
You'd rather be cold than have the world be destroyed, wouldn't you? Let's go.
I'm so glad Yuri's okay.
Are you kidding? The Atafagos, the whole world going nuts? There's no way that kid would miss this.
You weren't worried, Raven?
Maybe just a little. But guys like him keep getting up, no matter what happens, so... Nah, I wasn't too worried.
You really believe in Yuri, don't you, Raven?
Aw, you're gonna make this old man blush.
Doesn't all that fighting ever make you tired, Yuri?
Nah, I've got you here to heal me if I get hurt after all.
But getting hurt and getting tired are different. Don't you ever run out of energy?
I'd say swinging my sword gives me more energy rather than taking it away.
You're like an over-energetic kid who runs around until he passes out.
Of course, I've got more energy than a kid, so I can make that much more mischief.
Ah, youth. I'm out of breath with just one swing. I wish I could go back to my younger days.
Talk about pathetic.
Don't worry. Won't be long before you're in the same boat as me, kid.
I don't think that's too funny, old man.
Well, until then, you can just sit and suffer in admiration of my youthful energy.
That's the first time I've ever heard of someone suffering in admiration. It seems that the Union is still in disarray.
They relied on the Dawn for too much. They're probably scared without the guy who used to decide everything for them.
I think I know how they feel. Constantly worrying whether or not you're about to make some big mistake.
Well, I can't understand being so afraid of messing up that you can't decide anything.
Wow, I agree with you for once.
The Union has to do a lot of thinking for themselves now that they're without the Dawn.
Isn't that how it should be?
Absolutely.
Why did Yuri fall at Zod anyway?
The core was falling, so I couldn't see very well. Did he slip?
Oh dear, what a clumsy lad.
He wouldn't be able to do much about Alexei.
It was pretty hot, so maybe he just wanted to take a refreshing dip.
Returning to the embrace of Mother Ocean? That's not like the boy at all.
Still, imagining it makes me want to crack up a bit.
It's freezing. Think there's a cabin or something where we can get out of the cold?
I don't think anyone would build a cabin on top of a sheet of ice.
If we just had some fire. Oh yeah, Rita, use your magic to give us some fire, would you?
What am I, a walking matchbox? And besides, using it on you would be a waste of air.
What's the big deal? Weren't you just using it over and over again just a little while ago?
That was to defeat enemies. What would you want me to set on fire anyway? You've got a pretty muscular body.
Huh? Well, I mean, with the guilds and the knights and all, it's a lot of work.
Doesn't look like there's enough fat to burn very well.
That's too bad.
Huh? Hey!
Huh? Are you catching a cold, Estelle?
No, it's just... I've been so cold ever since I saw Rita use that water magic of hers.
That's terrible! Are you sure you're okay?
No, it's both of you? You should just tell Rita to stop using that kind of magic.
I can hear Rita already. I'll decide what type of magic I use, thank you very much.
Oh, come on. If we tell her that we might be coming down with colds, I'm sure she'll...
What's that? Something about me?
Hey, you catch a cold too?
Maybe someone's talking about me behind my back.
That's Rita for you.
Oh, it's cold, cold, cold. So cold, 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 cold.
So, what are you gonna do with the air crane?
I'm going to use the energy to make an air converter.
An air converter?
My plan is to efficiently convert the air into matter, decreasing the overall amount of air. But for that, it's ideal to have the converter use energy similar to both air and matter.
How is that energy different from air?
Elementally separated air transitions into matter in stages and eventually becomes stable. I'm going to stop its transition between the two states and develop a converter formula.
So it won't be air or matter?
It's a state that's closer to matter than to air, but it's still not quite matter. We call it mana.
Mana.
To think that one short utterance could hold more gravity than the light used to lure fish out of the frigid sea at night.
It actually has a really long, complicated name, but mana's good enough. but it'll still be less stable than actual matter, so we'll need something to act as a core.
The Epithea.
And a lot of air and Estelle's power to recombine the formula.
Using my power without the control formula will unbalance the air. It'll just flood out again.
But we can't just sit here and ignore that thing. And...
Yeah?
It's a bet I'm willing to take.
I guess I should be the one trying to stop you, but... I'm game to get in on this bet, too.
I'll wager 1 billion gold on that.
The theory is correct. It'll be okay. I'll return this 1 billion gold to you many times over.
Oh, truly now?
Yep. Come on, let's head to the Air Crene.
I tell you, thinking of a converter for air. You're quite the thinker. That's our genius mage girl Rita. Yep.
Well, I had a hint to go off of.
Come to think of it, you did say you'd investigated Zod, didn't you?
Despite its amazing size, it wasn't running off of air. Even though it was a barrier blastia to protect the entire world.
A barrier blastia? Oh yeah, they were protecting the world from the Autophagos.
You mean to say it's been there for a millennium? It's as dogged as a philosophizing anemone.
Same goes for the Autophagos. It's been clinging to that barrier for just as long.
Alexei seemed to believe Zod was a weapon, but he couldn't have been more mistaken.
But the runaway air was the cause for the Autophagos' awakening, wasn't it? Ah, so that's why they would use a barrier running on power other than air.
But then, what sort of power was it using?
The children of the full moon, perhaps?
It was actually energy taken straight from them. Inside that giant core, it continued to power Zod as a virtually perpetual formula. Most likely, the energy was taken in exchange for their lives.
The light of life was extinguished from the children of the full moon.
So that's what Miorso's legend meant.
According to Duke, they did it of their own free will. They wanted to save the world.
The love the children of the full moon bore for this world is what created the barrier.
The power of love. Makes you want to cry.
They sacrificed themselves for the world. The children of the full moon were protecting us the entire time.